YouTube, Electric Adventures here with a little package in the mail. I've already taken the outer box off just to make things a little easier. So for the observers, there's spoilers there that I held up. Now it's a mixture of items that I got for very little money at all. It even came quicker than I expected because it can actually end up weighing too much, but there's a fair few items here. First we have Load Runner for the Famicom, and it's complete, and the box is in not too bad condition. Oops, isn't going to focus, a lot on the back there. Let's have a look. I can't remember which ones of these have got manuals and things like that. Yep, we've got a manual and the cartridge in the plastic. And of course we'll clean any Famicom cartridges before I use them. Not very exciting cartridge, but it's definitely Load Runner. Now Load Runner's one of those games that I've got a bit of a sub collection going, seeing how many versions of Load Runner I can get across systems. And my word, there are a lot of versions of Load Runner that you can get. Now our next title looks like it's a bit of a Wonder Boy clone or something like that. Or I don't think it's an actual Wonder Boy itself, but it's like a adventure game. It says RPG on the front. Side-scrolling adventure. You've got all your stats down the bottom, which look perfectly readable. Obviously might be some pop-up text that won't be readable. Now I think the top's missing, top tab's missing. That's right, it still isn't too bad otherwise. And inside we have the cartridge. So Zombie Hunter, this one's called. Bit of a mildew spell. So we've got the manual for that one. So I'm not going to go through the inside of Famicom manuals unless they're anything particularly special, because they're mostly all just in monochromatic print. But that one should be interesting. Sorry, a little cut for the phone there. Right, next we have it's Tetris, a boxed copy of Tetris. I just thought that would be nice for completeness. A lot on the back of the box there. Sort of shows the opening screen rather than the game itself. Now there are a couple of different versions of Tetris, but I assume this is the normal one. We just have a warning slip there. Oh no, here's the manual as well. Stuck to the bottom. Now a cartridge, a little knocked around, but it's not too bad. I'm going to use a few cotton buds cleaning some of these. Well, this one should be recognisable. So it's Yoshi, which is sort of like it's a puzzle game. I actually do have this for I think Game Boy version. Come on, focus. You've got to match the shapes together. So I suppose it's another puzzle slash Tetris type game. Let's have a look at the cartridge. So we've got the registration slip and the manual, which looks brand new. It's actually in colour for once. And a nice warning slip as well. Nice bright green cartridge. No top label, but quite a good actual label on the cartridge. It's in very good condition. Just have a look inside the manual. Oh yeah, and the inside of the manual is actually in full colour as well. So that's, you don't always see that with Famicom manuals. And because that one's in such good nick, it's easier to put that one back together. And another one. Now, I don't know whether I'll be able to play this or not, although it looks like it's a platformer. I wasn't sure whether this was a platformer or an adventure game. I've always sorry about that, interrupted again. So I've always liked the cartoon Astro Boy, so I didn't know what sort of game this was, but it looks like it might be a, you know, multi-screen game, maybe Metroidy, I suppose. A little trouble focusing today. Still won't do it. Well, because it, there we go. Very slow today. I don't know why it's got a rubber band around it. The box is staying together, so it looks reasonably complete. I've seen the loose cartridge before on a few sales, so that's in really good condition, and it even has a top label, and it's a Konami title, which I didn't even realise until I should have noticed that on the front cover, shouldn't I? We have the manual. Manual's a little tatty, just starting to come to pieces there a little bit, but no, very interesting to see what that one's like. I don't recall ever seeing anybody else do a gameplay that I've seen. I mean, there probably are. No doubt there will be gameplays on YouTube somewhere, but I haven't seen it myself. Quite interested in that one, and I said, fan of the Astro Boy cartoons when I was a kid. Now, flipping systems, so quite a lot of Famicom titles, and I said they're all $1 or $2 each at the most, so didn't spend much. And same with this one, this was only a couple of dollars. And it's for the Nintendo 64. I don't know what it was called in the West, and I never saw it over here in Australia, but I mean, more than likely it was. So Nintendo 64, Human Grand Prix, the new generation. So it's an F1 racing game, and I'm actually a bit of an F1 fan. F1 games usually err on the side of realism, so they're a lot harder than normal racing games. So it'll be interesting to see what this one's like. And I see with the Nintendo 64, I'm trying to, I mean, some games I want to get that I had for the Power System back in the day, but other ones I want to try and get some of the other titles that I never got to experience. So the box looks like it's in really good condition. There seem to be quite a few copies of this particular game going for sale. The cartridge is in really good condition. We have all the registration cards and the control layout, and there's the manual. And so we've got a bit of a mixture of black and white in colour. So that's in really good condition, other than the usual musty smell that these things usually end up from being in storage so long. In flipping systems again, and this is probably the item that I was bidding on when I put a few low bids in for the other things, and this actually completes a part of a set for the MSX, and it is the first Ys game. Copies of especially the Wanderers from and number 2 pop up on a regular basis, but it's been a long time since I've seen the first one. So this is, and it's in pretty good condition, a little bit of plastic warping, but it's all complete, doesn't have any rips in it. Obviously still got all these stickers on them. So a bit of Japanese text, and I can always play, there are translated versions of these available, but it's especially these Ys games, it's so nice to have the original, because of course you have a nice hardback book. It's got a bit of a story in there which I won't be able to read. I'll just see if I can. So it's got really nice drawings in there, along with the Japanese text. Just nice to have it complete. There's a registration card. It says liner notes, whether they mean linear notes, timeline or something like that. So it looks pretty complete, and it's just on a single floppy disk. And the label looks like it's in good condition. Usual musty smell, so it will be interesting to see whether this works. But obviously at the end of the day that doesn't matter too much, because I'm more than likely this surface looks okay, and the spring on the door, it looks okay. It doesn't look like it's got too many insert scratches, although there is a mark as if it's been used. If at the end of the day the disc doesn't work, I'm quite happy to play it using my SD solution, and as I said, I can play the translated one, but it's just so nice having that, and the box is in really good condition. It's probably in the best condition out of all of the ones I have. So a partial set, partial collection, or part of a collection complete. So E's on the MSX, I have them all now. And I would like to start from the first one and work my way through now. So I've been waiting to get this first one, so probably take me a long time to get it through all of these, but I'm willing to give it a go. Obviously MSX2, this one too, so improved graphics over the MSX1. It'll be interesting to see what it's like, so it'll be good to have we'll have a quick little intro gameplay. Even if I have to use the emulator, I'll still include some gameplay. So quite a few games to have a look at. Obviously quick look at few puzzle games there. I only have a quick look at each one of those, concentrate on the action games a bit more, but let's go have a look at them. Okay, here we go with Ancient Years, Vanished Omen. This is the title screen that loads. Music plays away, it's quite nice music. I may have to press something on the keyboard. Oh, here we go. It's a disc game, so there's going to be some delay loading. But this seems to be working fine so far. As long as I haven't hexed it, of course. Waiting. Okay, so it flows you straight into the game. We have our hero here. Okay, so our B button goes into our inventory. We have a little bit of loading time here too. Okay, the button goes back. So they've got a reduced frame, I suppose, to make it look nice. Let's go into one of the buildings. And it looks like we're going to have a few loading times. So, Japanese menus. As I said, I'm just trying the raw disc that I got. If I want to play this game seriously, I'm going to have to play the translated one. We can have a little wander around just so you can see what it's like. Not really going to be able to show that much. As normal with these, you get a enclosed town where you can wander around and outfit yourself, and I'm just going to another one to see what's in there. So we do get these loading times. So, mystical healer maybe. Pardon me. Had a bit of a cold lately, so. Pillar. Okay, must be a way out to the wilderness somewhere here. So this was of course the first year's game. and as I said, brought out for the MSX2, so it's able to use more colours, and the sprites are able to be more colourful. And MSX2 also has a bare minimum of sprite capabilities. Now you attack by bumping into the guys, and since I don't have a weapon, I've died already. Yeah, probably what now that I have all of the games, I'm going to get the, well, basically assemble the translated ROMs together and play them off a flash card. They get rid of the loading times, and I might do a series, little snippets of me playing the game through. So, you know, get started, get characters started, get used to the game, and then, you know, show them some bits from the game here and there. And might make an interesting series and see what the game's like on the MSX properly, but obviously in English so I can understand what's going on. Right, here we go with the Astro Boy title. I don't know anything about this game, but it looks like it could be quite a nice little platformer. Coins involved as well, so we can jump. How long do you hold the button down and we punch? Okay, we punch the guys and we collect coins. Not too hard so far. I'm sure that will change. Whoa! Okay. Professor puts us back together again. One shot kills is a bit harsh. Okay. So, not the best demonstration of the game so far. Okay. Be ready for them to shoot. Okay, you punch the red thing, sir. Oh! There's obviously something you can go to as there, which puts it back to the start. We're starting to get the hang of it, and we did manage to fly there for a second. Definitely getting something when we hit that. Oh. You obviously can fly. I'm just wondering whether it's something I'm doing wrong. Whether maybe I've got to press both buttons at once. No. I'll work it out. Starting again. Right, let's see if we can get a bit. Ah! I didn't do very well. That one looks quite interesting. As usual, my gameplays don't read the instructions before I play them, but that looks okay. You obviously can fly as well, and I really like Astro Boy, so I'm going to give that one another go at some stage, but a few games to get through, so let's try the next one. Here's the Yoshi game. This game I actually have for the Game Boy, I think. Okay, and you can switch. You've got to try and get 3 in a row, diagonally or whatever. There you go, or just match up pairs, there we go. So, that one, we'll get rid of that one. You've got to stop too many from building up. I'm quite happy where those ones are going to go. As you can see, we'll switch that around there. That one's going to get rid of that one. So you've just got different types of things. And so we're on low speed too, so it's not too stressful so far. It's one of those nice little relaxing puzzle games. So, I'm not sure how long it takes you to complete a frame, but it's pretty much identical to the Game Boy version. And not too hard to start with, so... probably the best way to do something like that. I'm not sure what the X do. Let's see how that one fits it on top of that one and see what happens. Okay. Alright, well, oh, pardon me. Yeah, quite a nice little game. And worthwhile playing. Alright, let's have a look at the next title. Tetris. I really don't need to show this too much, but I mean, we'll just see what one it is. So we can select our stage and things. Different ones we can do. Probably best not doing the original one because... Okay, so A button pops them down. Left and right moves left and right. Down changes the... Oh, missed. And press the wrong button. Different controls. Maybe you could just change the controls. But anyway, it's Tetris. What more can I say? And this version just was getting a box one just to round off the collection there a little bit. Let's try the next title. Bit of speech on a Famicom cartridge. This is Zombie Hunter. Now, it might be an RPG, so it might be a little difficult to play, but it looks very good. Nice colourful entry screen. Story coming in. We'll get straight into it though. There we go, wax up with the sword. And we can jump. Okay, and we've got some treasure. Oh, this is pretty easy, we can play this. Okay, and every time we hit, we lose a little bit of health. Oh, I'll leave him alone. So let's fix screen scroll. So we're picking up some stuff. I think some of those are potions and stuff. Hang on, we'll just... Okay. Okay, what'll that do? Okay. So we've got several options here that I need to figure out. Wouldn't mind figure out. Got to figure out how to, use potion. Ah, there we go. See, there we go. Used the potion and healed myself. So we'll get out of that. too hard to figure out. I think this is like a sword we have at the moment. It's not doing me any good. Oh, and I'm dead. That game's actually got some good bits in it. And very impressive that it has digitised speech in it as well. Must have a fair bit of ROM in the actual cartridge. Alright, let's try our next title. Right, here we go with Lode Runner. In my continuing quest to collect all of the Road Runner games, it's a very big quest, a number of titles. Also it didn't work with the arcade stick at all, so to plug a normal controller in. Anyway, we've got two buttons that should work pretty good for Lode Runner. So, we've got to collect all the bits of gold while avoiding the other dudes. So there's our first bit of gold, dig a hole there. There we go, head one. So, if they walk over a bit of gold, they'll steal it. Oops. Too quick. So that wasn't a very good demonstration considering how many Lode Runner games that I have. So obviously, because of the resolution of the NES and Famicom, can't quite give you, show all of the maze. They've gone for more detail rather than trying to fit it on one screen. So it's a puzzle platform, and you've got to figure out how to get all of the pieces. So that was the last one. So over here should be the ladder up to the top of the screen. But over other versions of Lode Runner, they've added a bit more music and these intermission scenes. I think Lode Runner even came out in an arcade form, so this is probably closer to the arcade form that actually came after the original game. Now you start having places where you can't dig. And you've got to be really careful. Ones like these, you've got to very carefully work out how to get to them. Now you can kill some of the guys, which is also one of the things you have to do to get some of the pieces. So I can't dig anywhere there, that's the only place I can dig. Whoa, that's going to be close. Oh, no. That's the only trouble with the screen scrolling. So there was one more left. Really like that game. Well, I mean, I like Lode Runner, so why not? Alright, we have our Nintendo 64 game to try. Okay, so our last title in these gameplays is Grand Prix. I don't think I ever played a Grand Prix game on the PAL, so a bit of fuzzed out digitised stuff there. So Human Grand Prix.
Human Grand Prix, the new generation.
Very nice sound. And it's in English, so, well, this bit isn't. So, start, warning, start to continue. Let's just go for that. Player 1. We have in normal text. There we go. Shoemaker. Oh, well, there will be Shoemaker. Start in Australia. So 1997, there we go. We now have the age. Let's just do a free run because I'm going to be hopeless at this, so. well, it's handling quite well. Oops. So the blue buttons accelerate. Okay. So you've got to take your finger off the button completely. It feels quite good. Now I'm doing obviously the free run, so got to learn the courses. Well, could be looking at the track guide up the top, couldn't I? Well, I'm not doing too well, but at least I made it round without hitting the wall. So that was actually a lap, was it? Let's go around again. Not doing very well, not treating this car very well. I just noticed we've got, you know, tyre and indicators and stuff on the left hand side there. And fuel thing. Free run, probably we're not using any of that. Stand on the track a bit better now. Oops. Oops. Press the wrong button. But it seems to be quite a nice little F1 game. So you can select what you want done in the pit stop. And then out we go. Okay, let's retire.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah, not too bad. Let's just go and race and just see what happens. So starting grid, don't worry about that. We'll be right up the back because we didn't qualify. Let's see what the racing action's like. Just dead on the starting line here. Let's just see how fair they are. Okay, so many cars. Oops. This is a little hard to see. Making any headway on these particular ones. Won't people want to do that. But this looks like quite a playable F1 game.
Coming up behind you.
Yeah, lost on my speed. I was sort of making gains on the one in front of me. And I just got past.
Coming up behind you.
I'm determined to pass those cars. It's got not a too bad feel to it. Need more practice. Alright, well I like this one. Another excellent pickup and another title. Never knew this sort of thing was available on the Nintendo 64, so always a great surprise. So highly recommended. Good games in this little lot. Thank you all to my subscribers. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.